Good morning. Hello, hello. I hope you guys all had a great weekend. It's Monday. Yeah, Monday. And hello to our future friends. I've been thinking of Ian. I'm not sure if he starts his new job today or another time, but best wishes from me to you, Ian. I hope everything goes well. He told us last week that he has a new job and yeah, good luck with that. James is here. Hello. I've been laughing a bit about myself, because James, because we weren't here, I think last week for 2 days in a row or something, and I started to freak out about it. Of course, it's totally fine if you don't watch the stream. It's just that I'm so used to you being here all the time. It's like you start to think about what happened, why. So yeah, I'm very happy to see you. And I've just been thinking that it's kind of unbelievable that you've been here for such a long time, because I myself, I mean, I follow a lot of people on YouTube, but I very often need breaks from watching people, or streaming or something, because yeah, people energy. And so yeah, just to let you know why I sent you this message on Instagram last week. Mark is here. Ooh, up early. Hello on a Monday morning. I hope the sun is shining as well where you are. Like here. Daisy is here. Good morning. Emmy is here. Hello. James is probably catching up on some sleep. Probably. Or like I said, there are a lot of reasons. Maybe you just don't feel like it watching. I can imagine hearing me talking all the time must get boring at some point, but also you could have stuff you want to do, or there are many reasons, and you don't have to explain yourself. It's just I just wanted to explain why I was like, James hasn't been here for 2 days in a row. Oh, see, Daisy also, yes, I'm on a YouTube break right now. Haven't watched any new videos in a while, just being in stream. Yes, and I also need this from time to time. It's still people, I think as an introvert, for me, sometimes I even get overwhelmed with content online and people I meet online, and I also need a break. That's typical and normal, I think, and good to have those breaks. And especially as a creative person, I think you also need to sometimes really be on your own, to not be influenced by everything and everyone around you as much. So I really try to get some time all by myself from time to time when it's possible, when the kids are on vacation maybe or something, because this really helps me, yeah, get grounded again, and also come true to myself again, because I'm often so influenced by the people around me and what I think I need to do, or all my thoughts are influenced. And oh my god. Oh, first let me say good morning, Christian. And James, we missed you. Yeah, that's true. So you were sick. Let's see. It took a COVID outbreak at work, a migraine, calls from friends. Yeah, you said so that friends like to call you because you're up at night. Extra long shifts. Oh my God, so crazy set of days. Oh no, oh no, that's bad. Only had one day off this weekend. So take it slow. COVID over work, migraine. Yeah, of course your body needs a break. Extra long shifts. Mm. When it rains, yeah. When it rains, it pours. Oh my God. So I hope everything will go back to normal at least. And I really hope that you get some more days off, so that you can really, yeah, relax and come back to your normal self. Daisy, I was deep diving on podcasts and Netflix instead of YouTube because the content nourishes me more right now. Yeah, it's good. I've also been reading a bit more, which I find way more relaxing. than watching YouTube. But I honestly say it's so hard to stay away from YouTube. For me, it's really addictive. I'm really addicted to this. And the first, whenever I feel like, oh, I need to relax, I observed myself that I often go to YouTube the first thing when I need to relax, And so I really try to, no, instead of YouTube, go and read a book. Sam's only saying hi today, leaving again to rest. Oh, you got a cold. Yeah. So get better. Get well soon, Christian. Get some sleep, relax. So I think Daisy, not Daisy, Emmy said last week we are all tired a bit. And I think that's true for a lot of us. So we really need to take care of ourselves and look after ourselves. That's the card I got today. I thought I should use the Lenormand deck today, which is a bit different to the tarot cards. I don't really have any idea about Lenormand cards. I got them because Loretta told me once that she had a deck like those, and lilies stand for maturity, and in Germany, actually, lilies are related. White lilies, I think, are related to death. Even I don't know, but but this card is more about wisdom, maturity, and I think when we talk about how to relax and stuff like that, we should really observe ourselves, how we react to things. And the older we get, the more we will actually know ourselves and learn about what is really good for us and what not. Doesn't mean that it's easy for us to then just do the things that are good for us, but yeah. Ooh, Daisy, I can teach you a little more. Oh, that's good. So tell us about. Oh, yeah, here. Lilies, for some reason, are often found in graveyard chapels. Yes, at least in Germany. Yes, I think white lilies, you have those, are very related to death here in Germany. Why? I cannot tell you. But I have been thinking a bit about, speaking of death and maturity and all those things, growing older. I sometimes feel like, um, I need to write faster, Death is coming. No, but maybe that's the middle age thing, that I feel like, am I fast enough? Because I really want to finish my novels before before I go, and that's why I have felt some pressure lately. And then I have been thinking about, the worth of life. Is it really that important, in life for me, for instance, to finish those novels, or is this just my head? So I don't know if this has any true meaning, but oh, also those flowers on the card are not lilies. I thought those are lilies, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm not very good with plants. Lilies are common in American funeral arrangements, so it's not just here. Ah, interesting. Mhm, mhm. So for me, this card means I want to think a bit more about, yeah, what, yeah, I want to think a bit more if what achievements are really important, or are achievements as important. I think we had last week this other card that existence in itself is good enough. So I've been thinking about this, pondering about this. I don't know about you. Okay, so let's jump into our first sprint. I want some summer vibes for us. I think we all long for a bit more warmth in summer, and more that everything is a bit easier in summer. So let's enjoy the warm-up sprint. Here we go. Okay. That was our warm-up sprint. How did everybody do? I wrote some thoughts down on what we talked about. Yeah, it's a very interesting topic, not just death and everything, but also what makes a life fulfilling, and does it necessarily have to do with productivity, which is like thrown in our faces every day, like you have to be productive, and I don't know, and I think that's not what a good life is about. And yeah, I think talking about death, or in general being aware that there is death somewhere in our life happening, helps really also, yeah, put things into perspective, as James said. And I don't think it's necessarily dark to have death in mind. It's I think more helpful. It's not like, okay, some people might think, yeah, we will die anyway. It doesn't, and be like nihilistic or something. Doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Life will end anyway, and then we will be gone and forgotten. And why even care about anything? That's not my perspective, but I feel like, yeah, it helps to be just grateful every day that we are still here. I mean, things happen. So, yeah. And James and Mark also shared in the chat that they kind of feel already now that it's bonus time that they are living right now, because it wasn't so sure. It's never sure. I mean, even if you are healthy and have like good genes with your family, for instance, my grandparents, my grandmas are still alive, and so I could say, yeah, I still have a lot of time, but you never know. I mean, things really happen. So I think it helps that you don't waste your life, maybe, when you think of death. But what I've been thinking about recently is more like, but am I putting too much pressure on myself with like, oh, but I have to achieve this and that before I'm too old? Like, that's probably also something that happens to a lot of us because of our society, with this productivity, and you're only great if you achieve a lot of stuff. And I feel a bit pressured with that recently. And then I think, oh, why am I like that? Because I mean, I have 3 children. I can just say, look back later on my deathbed, that I, yeah, lived my life maybe happily, and shouldn't this be enough? So that's what I have been thinking about. That's what I meant when I said, I don't know if it's so important to have this life goal and then to really achieve it. And if not, you wasted your life, probably that's wrong. This kind of thinking. Uh, da-da-da-da. Oh yeah, Daisy also had a comment. I sometimes feel like death would be finally some peace. I had those moments too, honestly, especially in times where I'm stressed and burnt out a lot. My father thought the same way, and I think he's happy where he is now. Yeah, I had this really great quote. I have to dig it out. I think it was from a book from that also was about that death can be like finally falling asleep, like letting things go. And it doesn't have to be something, yeah, bad, or you have to fear, I will look it up. I have this quote somewhere. I always liked it very much. Oh, Emmy is sketching, studying different textures. What happened to or are you done with your shoelace art? Or is it still a work in progress? And how do you feel about it? Yes, James, if I die, I know I'll be missed. And I think all of us will be missed. That's what I thought about that. Isn't this enough? It's just, I mean, we cannot expect to too much, maybe. I don't know. Or is it as important? I mean, maybe in 1,000 years, humans won't even exist anymore. I don't know. James, small detail among the many events of the past few days. One of my cats, oh no, passed away last Thursday. I'm so sorry to hear that, James. Yeah, with pets, you also, I don't know, when our pet rats died, I also felt this, you have this deep connection, and yeah, it's hard. A good experience in a way. He was older and declining. So that's also going back to this, death can also be finally, letting go and saying a meaningful goodbye helps a great deal. Yes, yes, yes. Amy Shoelace art is on my last vlog of decorating. Okay, I've looked it up. I'm not as happy with it, but it's okay. Yeah, I mean, it's the first time you did something with shoelaces, did you? Don't be so strict on yourself. I'm pretty sure it's great. Yes, I've seen that you had a vlog up already for maybe a week. I haven't watched it yet. So is this the one? No, probably another one. So I will have to keep up with your vlogs again, Emmy. Okay, the next timer will be 25 minutes. I want to use the bubbles again. I like the bubbles. So here we go. Enjoy 25 minutes. Okay, my friends, I probably missed the end of the sprint because we already have the cookie timer. So, how did everybody do? I was so deep in thought and reading that I'm not even sure. Did it just jump to the next timer? No, but probably just the timer was over. The timer ended some minutes ago. The bubble timer. That's the thing with muted timers that I don't know when they end. How did everybody do? Yeah, I was reading up on some stuff. I printed out a sheet because I want to go. I finished the Excel sheet last week, and I really want to go now to the macro view again, look at my novel, and I'm using, what is the book called that I'm using as a basis for my editing? It's Story Grid, I think. Yeah, I have to look it up. I have it as an ebook here. That's why. Yeah, it's called Story Grid. What's it called? Or who's the author? Oh yeah, The Story Grid, What Good Editors Know. That's the book that I'm using as reference, kind of, for my, or as help for my editing process. And it's quite interesting. I'm still not sure if it's real, if it's, I know, no, it's good so far, but of course I can only tell if it's really helpful at the end of this process, you know. So, and I'm just following the steps right now of this process that the author shows in this book. And now I'm, like I said, I'm at the macro view again, where I look at my genres. And I already realized during working through my scenes that with the murder mystery that's happening in my story, I still have some things I need to change. I need more clues and stuff, you know. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It's not good enough yet. Oh, Emmy, I just finished a couple more textures. It is an interesting exercise. I think after I finish the page with material textures, my next do food textures. Oh, that's interesting. So, mm, what exactly, I mean, do you then maybe take different kinds of food? I'm just thinking of with the shoelaces, you put them on a canvas and paint it over them. Is this the same you want to do with the food textures? Or will you more create stems? You know, like, how will you go about this? That's very interesting. Food textures. I never thought about that, but it's, yeah, there's so much you could do and so many different textures. And just thinking of potato stems right now, but that's the only food I can think of that I ever used with creativity. But there's probably so much you could do with just food. Very interesting. I want to know more. So, coming back to my novel, I'm thinking of murder mysteries. What do they need? And because I think I structured it like a murder mystery. You have at the beginning, you have this murder, and at the end, you will find out who is the person that did it. And my protagonist doesn't know if she did it. You know, she has like a blackout, and she wakes up and finds the murder weapon in her room. And it's like, oh my God. And she has reason to kill the person. So, so that I think is okay. That's interesting enough. And it will, I think in the climax, yeah, not I think, but in the climax, it's like, okay, she did it. Everything is pointing to her. She did it. But what is not good enough yet is, I think, that we need, as readers, we want to have some more options, who else could have done it? Who else has a motive? Those typical murder mystery things. You want to have some red herrings and stuff like that. So that's what I'm thinking about. Must be a bit better. So yeah. I'm just practicing drawing. Okay, so you're drawing food, not really taking food to create art. But it would be cool, wouldn't it? I mean, but it must be fun too. Not gluing, not painting, just sketching, nothing well. That's fun too, definitely. My mind went totally into the wrong direction here, but I think art students do this exercise often. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah. And yeah, like I said, this must be fun too. No, I cannot draw, I cannot really sketch. And yeah, we talked about this before that I would love to do more of sketching, especially urban sketching or stuff like that. And I even got pencils, I think 2 years ago. But I'm so yeah, deep in other stuff that I don't know where when I would love to do so many things, like learning some more languages. Talked about this before here. But I even struggle just with my writing, you know. And yeah, probably because of my YouTube addiction. I don't know how much time goes into that. That's why I also always think like Emmy is mind blowing for me how much art you create, how creative you are, how many things you really do in the real life with art. And but I'm in my head most of the time. Easy. I like when everyone in the book has a motive and some clues also point to them. Yes, exactly. That's what I think is missing here. But they have the high ground compared to the protagonist. Mhm. My bet is on the gardener to be the murderer, of course. Yeah, you're close, I have to say. Oh, yes, we talked about. I watched you new season. They say their first suspect is often the next victim. Ooh, yes. That's often in murder mysteries that you think everyone thinks then, oh, that's the real suspect, and then suddenly they are dead. And I'm just last week in Anne's stream on Wednesday, I also talked about in the chat about my murder mystery, and I wanted. Oh yeah, I was asking for some examples of similar stories where the protagonist isn't sure if they did it. And I think Anne hinted at you as well and said in the new season there's a similar thing going on. So I really have to watch it. I mean, that's the best excuse to watch Netflix, isn't it? It's always the gardener. Oh, I look tired, but I slept my usual and I slept quite good. Maybe I didn't put enough makeup on. I actually don't feel tired. I have days where I really feel tired. Maybe it's because I didn't use the iron fish enough. Yeah, I think I forgot to use it the last days. I was kind of surprised that the gardener was innocent. And oh yes, I also watched Bly Manor. Mhm. But wasn't the gardener this woman and in the relationship then with? Oh yeah. Or was there another gardener? No, I think yeah. I have to watch this one again, I have to say. Um, this is one of the shows you can watch twice just because of all the things that are happening, even when you know the what's happening in the end of the season. At the end of the season, it's worth it to watch it another time. Mark? Oh yeah, the gardener. Haha, yeah, that's a trope, I think, especially Agatha Christie's, yeah, cozy style. Well, they ruled themselves out by being done in. Oh, Mark is sketching too right now. What are you sketching today? Oh, I still can't get over the fact when Mark said here, oh yeah, I finished doodling some things, and then he shared it on Instagram, and I think Loretta as well. We were like, "Oh my God, that's what you call doodling." This was so cool. Um, oh, Anja, you're always beautiful. You just look a little tired, Rain. Yeah, yeah. I think honestly, I probably need breaks, relax. That's why I talked about it in when I started the stream. It's very important to take some time off sometimes. It sounds so sweet. But I've been just looking at the calendar with the kids this morning. There are still 3 weeks of school left, and then we have the Easter holidays. And that's probably when I will also take some time off from streaming again for a week, probably. Yeah, a week. Yeah, because we have vacation then. Yeah, and that's why I also talked about this pressure that I have been thinking about this, that I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself with a novel, finishing it and feeling always bad about not having finished it yet, and if this is really mm, good to put so much pressure on yourself, but it's a mindset, it's an ego thing maybe, and it's really difficult to get out of this, to see everything a bit more lightly. Yes, the gardener was the love interest. That's what I remembered. Yeah. So it was this woman. Yeah. Hmm. Mark, it's not like I have a plan. Just doodling away and practicing central perspective. Ooh, including tentacles, pipes, whatever comes to be. Yeah, and it, like I said, your last doodle that you showed was really beautiful. Oh, I wish I could see, but it can't fit IG on my phone. Yeah, Mark, that sounds awesome. Daisy, I hope I can get the webcam running, so I could file in for you streaming. Yes, that would be cool. I could write to you. Oh, I'm so tired. Could you take over? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not really tired. I don't feel maybe a bit more mm, needing some time off from overthinking things. Maybe that's why I look tired. Okay. Mm, let's see the next sprint. Let's here we go. Not on Mondays and Wednesdays. Okay, that's good to know. But I even would just enjoy your what you planned, your Sunday writers brunch. This would be really cool. I like the idea so much. Okay, here we go. Enjoy the next 40 minutes. Okie dokie. That's the end of our 40-minute sprint. I almost missed it again. I'm probably a bit distracted today. So, how did everybody do? Yeah, like the 40 minutes just went by like nothing. I shared with you, what did I show? Oh, yeah, I'm looking up a bit more information about writing murder mystery, and I discovered a channel that I found quite good. Where is the link? Here it is, Jane Carnes. So I watched one of her videos, I don't know, over the weekend about, for instance, clues, kinds of clues you could add to a murder mystery story. So yeah, just some inspiration. And it's sometimes good when you have people that break it down, what actually are the elements of a murder mystery. Most of us have watched thousands of murder mysteries or read them, and sometimes it's good to have like blocks that you can look at, like, okay, yeah, clues. What are the clues? And I think that's where I'm lacking in my story. So it's good to get some inspiration on that. Oh, Elizabeth, hey, good to see you. I got some plotting done. Awesome. Oh, yeah, and I asked or said to Emmy and Mark that I imagine doodling and sketching to be very meditative. Like I can see that you probably get kind of lost in the process or get into a flow while you're doodling. So, and Mark says it is. Awesome. Mm, I have to look a bit. Oh, yeah, it's already past the hour. So I cannot stream as long today because I have an appointment later on. That's probably also why I'm a bit distracted today. Well, appointments always make me nervous. It's nothing bad or anything, but just know that I need to be ready on time and already thinking about when will I leave, do I have to prepare before I go. So I think I will end with a 10-minute sprint with my shower, my famous shower timer. Mm, okay. But don't worry, I will be back tomorrow. Let's take a shower together. So, a 10-minute sprint will be the last sprint. Enjoy. Okay, my friends, that's the end of my stream and of the shower timer. I will be back tomorrow, and I hope you have a great rest of the day, a great start into the week, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for spending time with me, and see you soon, my friends. Ciao, ciao.